Okay, hi. So here I'm making a video that is relevant to my article about the Toronto meetup, Toronto 2030, and I want to explain more about what's going on there and how some promoters are bogus and complete liars. I think the main motivation is like money, and you see, like,
Community has said does not
there's
promote
this woman like highly promoting this event in Toronto, and
regular medicine that's doing the work.
and they just it's Canada
Medical
TV, I
community
think.
has
I don't
said
know which one, morning show in
doesn't
Canada. It must be some global TV
ailment
channel,
is
and they probably paid for a 15-minute show or something, or the TV wanted them to do it. But a lot of stuff disturbed me in this interview, like
free.
this woman is like what is she like? She started doing Reiki, like that bogus stuff. I have Reiki too, and it's just a bogus stuff to earn money from people. And she got some cures, like some woman claimed that she cured her dog. So way to go, Reiki healer. And even that Reiki would be like, is like just triggered alarm in my head. And she kind of represented leads the Toronto meetup and tried to lure people in, like the whole meetup was in Toronto Convention Center for 3 days, and I dissect all the prices, how much is the cost, what is the profit on my website, and so check and read that. And I'm sure that the renting for this Toronto center did not cost like $2 million for 3 days. It must have cost like 100 max. But read my article and you're gonna see what is the profit that everybody there made.
By donation, and they do sell crystals.
So okay, like in Abadiania everything is cool. You come here, the prices are decent. You pay for blessed water, it's cheap. You pay for herbs, the price is decent. The posada are kind of expensive for a lot of people, but still. And then there comes the level 2, the guides, the expensive posadas. There's like different places with different prices, so I cannot just focus on one place. But the prices are very expensive here, and especially because many tourists come here. There are small shops with overpriced stuff, jewelry and stuff that cost like 10 times more than it should have cost, and stuff like that. I know because I sell jewelry online and stuff like that. So
there is a small charge at the convention center.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to show you that.
Charge at the convention. Work by donation, and they do sell crystals. There is a small charge at the convention
There is
center.
a small charge at the convention center. Yes, for 3 days it costs only 400 euros. That's around 500 bucks. I'm sure that the convention center doesn't charge so much for this stuff. And I'm sure they don't have so much cost that they would require such a high fee for people. This is the first element of this interview that disturbed me, and this is just a scam artist, and I'm gonna tell you why in later.
But that's really because with him, he changes your energy.
She talks
So when you
about John of God and some regular
see this,
stuff,
and you can come and you can some. I wonder what it feels like.
and here
to
she
have
talks about how she went under the surgery for the eye. John of God performed eye scraping, and she said that it shouldn't hurt, but it hurted her. She felt a lot of pain, and because she, what was there, some bogus answer. Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but she claimed that she experienced pain because entities wanted her to experience pain, but otherwise I see people flinch every time John of God operates on them, and people scream. You have it on my video, so that's bogus. It doesn't hurt. Of course it hurts. I haven't talked with a person that didn't feel anything, so that's another bogus story from her.
Physical surgery. I'd heard from every. Oh my goodness, this guy is really scraping my eyeball. Okay, now a fan on my positive thinking.
I so want to believe in miracles, and I'm
Okay.
so supportive of
Here
them,
comes the big question.
I'm so supportive of the idea, but does he help everybody who comes to see him? Do they all get cured?
What would you think she answered? If I would be there, I would say no, not everybody. The percentage is low. Let's be real. Not everybody is ready for a cure, and
No, I wouldn't say that everybody gets cured.
okay, so this is the kind of a smart question, but then the reporter asked her again.
But a great
percentage, yeah, great percentage, for sure.
of them do.
What do we know? What percentage?
We know what percentage he asked her. Just be careful what she said.
He doesn't actually publish figures, but I would say maybe 80 or 90%.
80 or 90%. That's the biggest lie. That would mean like all those people that went home and died. Some people even died here because of cancer, other ailments. The people are coming here for years. I see them in wheelchairs. I don't see anybody who came here in wheelchair and started to walk, feel better. Every time I see them, they're completely in the same state of the mind. And every people I ask, nobody said I'm cured. The answer I get in the 99% of times is like, I feel better mentally. I don't get stories like, oh, so that would be 9 out of 10 people, and if I interviewed like, let's say 30 people, that would mean like around 27 people would be cured. But the reality is different.
And I personally, and there are people going that, you know, the medical community has completely given up.
Yeah,
But-
of course. They're gonna die soon. And there's no 90% cure here, so this is a bogus, and this is the only thing that I see here is the money making some dough. $400 ticket, $500 ticket is like a crazy fee. And of course it's health, and let's promote this. 90% of people will get cured. Let's earn like $2 million in 3 days. That's the motto behind this, and it smells like shit. The whole idea here.
No, I wouldn't say that everybody gets cured, but a great percentage of them do.
What do we know? What percentage?
He doesn't actually publish figures, but I would say maybe 80 or 90%. I personally, he doesn't actually publish figures, but I would say maybe 80 or 90%. He doesn't actually publish figures, but I would say maybe 80 or 90%.
That's just crazy claim. This woman is out of her mind. She must be tripping right there in that chair. A lot of people make money, and let's break down the prices. This is the article I just published on my website, John of God Love, and this is the breakdown of prices. They said there were 6,000 people there in Toronto, and let's say that 50% of people stay there for 3 days. The percentage must be higher, I think, because everybody hoped for a cure. Like, there were some kids with terminal diseases there and couldn't walk. There are a lot of cancer patients, and they would dish out less savings they have. So it's like 3,000 people, let's say half of them stay for, that's just my thoughts. The percentage is probably higher, like 70-30, and 3,000 times 400 euros for the whole 3 days is 1.2 million euros. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And the other half stayed like for 1 day. That's 3,000 people times 150 euros. That's like 450,000 euros. So the total is 1,650,000 euros. That equals to approximately 212,000, 2,120,000 dollars. So that's over 2 million. And for 3 days they also had cost with one lunch. They got one lunch probably, or one soup. For those 6,000 people, I'm sure the cost couldn't be like few $1,000s maybe, or even less. And if they rent the whole Toronto center, the price couldn't be more than 100,000 for sure. I'm sure about it. It couldn't be more than 100,000. The people that promoted this stuff also dished some money for advertising. A lot of money had to be spent to book shows on TVs and stuff like that. But the real profit must be over $1 million in 3 days. So that's a lot of money. And I don't have anything against this. This is just my opinion. Just lower the price. Don't sell people bogus stories, because people are so desperate they will pay the last. They will sell houses to come to get better and lost all their belongings just to get healthy, and claiming 90% cure on national TV is just a crime. This is the scam, and the longer I'm staying here, more stories like this I'm seeing, and it just makes me sick.